Okay, recording started. Welcome to the community meeting at Fruit Haven. We're discussing the membership for the proposal, and we're working on the email to send for the membership proposal, basically. Membership clarification. Is that a good title? I guess it's good enough, right?
Yeah.
And then this part, so seems okay to have the date here.
Yeah.
And then
It
I
is good
shortened
also.
all the. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, so it is good also for documentation to put the actual dates in there also.
Yeah. And then I guess since last time, I think yeah, I did shorten, or maybe it was already last time, but I just shortened. Kind of looks nicer the links, so it's a little less
Excellent.
overwhelming.
Yeah, that's great.
And then so yeah, this thing you're thinking it's good to say that no changes intended, clarifying what already exists. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's okay.
I think that is good.
And then this part, like, should we make a mention that they're slightly different? The standard membership requirements.
Yeah. Yes, because they will be a little bit new,
Yeah, yeah.
and they will actually be easier to fulfill, right?
Right. Yeah. So where was it discussed? Maybe I can link to it.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I wanted to just suggest as well. I would link directly to them and mention that they are slightly different, or like
okay.
that they are adapted to this case.
Something like that, maybe.
Or
Yeah,
see
but
um, detailed steps or detailed um,
Requirements.
yeah, requirements. Perfect. Yeah.
Is
yeah,
that was it?
it might be okay that if we can put in here also in some short words that the requirements are now actually like a easier to live up to, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they are, aren't there? Like a instead of six
Yeah.
months of residency or uh, presence, it's like 3 months.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, we
Let's
could
see. How
say
should we word it?
lowered requirements. Or there's a better word, I think, like less restrictive. There's a better word, but I just had it on the
Yeah,
tip of my tongue, but I
or or less
forgot.
demanding, like or something.
Yeah.
What? Maybe that's not the best word.
Less restrictive sounds good. Less
Yeah,
restrictive membership.
Mhm.
Maybe it's like just change this sentence. So like provide 1 year transitional period to meet um, less
the
restrictive membership requirements, and then see detailed requirements, and maybe we can link them directly somehow. I don't know if it's possible because this is this basically these are the requirements, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, they're not actually like a less restrictive, I would say, but they are easier to live up to.
Mhm. Right. Yeah. How do we word it?
Yeah, I don't know. So,
Well, yeah, easier to live up to requirement. Become the word. What was it? Maybe we can remove it then and say maybe we want to change the whole sentence. We'll see, but
Or just write to meet the proposed requirements for membership.
okay, yeah, that's good. Neat.
Right.
Detail. I think just details would be kind of
Yeah.
shorter because it's yeah. And then let's see what they suggest. Fulfill membership. Yeah. But yeah, I think proposed makes sense because they are proposed.
Yeah. And
There's
then they
two
can,
responses. Yeah, go on. And maybe we should say after the 1 year, say like transition those.
yeah.
So it kind of makes sense, like after the 1 year transition period. Even though, well, yeah. Okay. So that's okay. Yeah, this is as long as it's not confusing. Okay, well then I'm pretty satisfied with that, I would say. And then this was Rob's suggestion, simple. Should we say below maybe? Below is a simple.
Yeah.
Like that. And then for the infographic Miro board link, I don't know, is that good? Visual infographic.
Yeah. But this Miro board is yeah, would you call it an infographic? When you say infographic, I think this kind of simple and shortened thing, but the Miro board is like a large and
Yeah, maybe it's
contains
what is it called? Vision board or
yeah, something like that. Maybe not vision board, but it's a mind map basically, or what do you say? I don't know.
Mhm. Maybe Stefan, do you see my screen on the
Just call it Miro board, right?
okay, so just more details maybe.
Yeah.
More details here, or that could even come beneath this. I don't know. We could play around with that. Stefan, I have a question for you regarding the Miro board. Are you? Oh, Nick is here. Yeah, welcome to the.
Yeah, I'm
Randy's
here.
back.
I'm listening.
So yeah, like this board. So I guess yeah, I can zoom in and out, but then I can scroll. Oh, okay. Because like I'm used to kind of moving things with the mouse, and I can't really like. It just moves the whole thing, you know. Anyway, that was just my thoughts. It's
Yeah, I think there are two modes. You can choose a mode to just move move the board, and you can activate it temporarily by pressing the space bar. Then you can move around.
Can I say something about this? Because the Miro board, you have to get an account with Miro. I think I did, and I requested like a access. I don't know if it has been reviewed or granted yet, but when we send this out, is it Stefan who can grant access only, or?
Yeah, currently it's only me, and I just see your invitation here, and I will give you access. I didn't see it before.
That was days ago. So when we send this out, it's like then we have to have enough people looking at these requests that we can have them granted within a few hours, like 2 times per day one checks and grants them. And only grant them as viewing, of course, so that because if everybody can edit, then we might end up kind of messing it all up.
Yeah, the comment it says there's a commenter or viewer, so I guess commenter is fine. Then you can
Commenter is
comment.
right.
We can put you as a commenter. It seems like I can change my own and other people's. So I guess that's, I don't know how that works.
I think I added everyone as commenter only. I'm not sure
And
if
we're
you
in the,
can do something.
well, if you see in my screen I shared, I think you can see, yeah, you can see it on the Telegram.
Yeah.
I see now.
I can
There's
click
a message.
editor
It says
and
you
I
can
can
still
become a,
edit because the team has added access. I
oh,
could change that.
okay.
If you all want only commenter access, I can change it now.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
like
I accidentally dragged
viewer would-
stuff around and
Yeah.
access.
Now you can only comment.
Yes,
oh,
that's
good.
perfect.
That's easier. Now I can actually, I don't have to press the space bar to move around.
Good. Perfect.
Yeah, that's better. Because like I accidentally dragged stuff and then it moves and it was like, so
Yeah,
that's good.
If everybody can do that, it's gonna be a mess.
And you can request editor if you want, but then it's up to, you know, whoever, I guess, to give it or not. Okay, that's nice. Anyway, so Nick, so yeah, we kind of did a few little changes. So like this part was a little bit changed to clarify that to meet the proposed membership requirements, and then the link here, and then transition those who do not meet the requirements after the 1 year transition period, because that wasn't there before. Just so that's clear. Then they become exited member or external.
But a question, do we even need to put that there now? I just have this thing that I'm a bit like I don't want to be pushing the buttons of the people who are a little bit negative to this from the outset. So like I don't even mention kind of kicking people out or any member. Like we could delete. What do you guys say? Like it doesn't have to be there, really.
You think basically remove this line?
Perhaps. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a good thought. What do you think, Nick? Are you
Yeah, it makes sense.
just remove that altogether? Okay. So that way it's not maybe perfectly clear that they won't be a member
No,
if they don't. But it is kind of like stated that they have a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other thing we changed? Oh yeah, so I added this so it's clear on which date we actually started the recording. I uploaded it anyway on this day. It might have been a day before, I'm not sure, but sometimes it takes me a day or two to. No, actually, yeah, Thursday is 19. So yeah, that was the first day that we had the meeting. Since this day, I shortened all the links here, Nick, so hopefully that's a little nice and clean. What else did we, oh yeah, there was one other thing we were still discussing. Yeah, like oh yeah, so Nick, this is a new line that well actually was added, is this part. So whether you agree, disagree, or feel like you want to contribute, make your voice heard, you're warmly invited to join the discussion in our weekly meetings. And Rob was saying maybe we should do like so people can't even reply all, so it'll be like blind BCC, blind carbon copy, so everyone can only see like the Fruithaven email and no one else's. So if they do reply, it only goes to the Fruithaven email and not to everybody else.
That's for what? To avoid
to clarify.
Because like if you remove that, that means like you're not gonna have like a thread, which is kind of tiring.
exactly.
At the same
So
time, right? Like, I mean, if
this
they
will
want
remove.
to, yeah. Okay, go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
Sorry. No, you can go ahead. Yeah, so to clarify, that would like remove the opportunity to have like this pooping thread, and arguing, and that is not constructive. But they can still send something back to the email address, and then we can take that into account and raise it in the meeting. But really, they are encouraged to join the meeting, and make their voice heard, instead of this kind of irresponsible or I don't know, just sending poop emails. Yeah.
So what if we give like an explanation that this is why we're doing that, and maybe put the invitation to join the discussions more upfront, higher up?
I think it can be both here and higher up, and at the end.
Yeah, I
Like
see what you mean. If we do it, then it should be like stated that like you're receiving this, and it's not in the CC, but in the BCC part. One part of me kind of thinks like the last email, we didn't get any pooping, like anyone that wanted to say something, they kind of said it directly to me. They're like, oh, I doubt it's going to work or whatever, and things like that. Which is fine, and then they didn't join the calls anyway. So it's, it seems like people aren't just pooping and replying to everybody. If they want to poop, as you say, then they kind of say it maybe to individuals like me or whoever, I don't know.
I do have a feeling though, when this comes out, this is more like a getting more like a proposal, and then they see things more that they can start arguing against, so yeah.
What are they saying? Whoever's saying what's not going to work exactly?
The last email was just about like we're restarting these meetings and trying to do like clarifications or something like that, and so people were like doubting, but everybody was skeptical, even you or whoever, Rob, right? It's like, oh, what is this Arcos? What is, so everyone has some skepticism going into these, and then now I think with the first thing, we're just clarifying like this is what's there, no changes. So I don't know, I don't think it will be too much threads, and we can also maybe specify like don't just reply all or something. If you agree, disagree, join us, but we didn't say don't reply all. So this is why I was putting this comment, like should we say no need to reply or ask for reply or nothing? Like maybe we don't need to say anything.
Yeah, if you just do it so that all email, first of all, I don't necessarily like when all email addresses are visible. This is really poor form and etiquette. Like everybody who is hacked, their computers, their emails, whatnot, will then have all the emails of everybody else. This is how we get more spam, all of us, stuff like that. But it should actually be more like an email list where you reply to a certain address, and then it goes out to everybody without revealing all the email addresses. But that's a different issue. But yeah, we can ask the people to simply not reply all, but to join the meeting, because when people start just replying in an email thread, and it's like there is no accountability, like people can argue or say whatever, and they never have to be really constructive or respectful or this or that. So it can kind of derail easily, but doesn't have to do that. But yeah, that was my thought about this.
Yeah, good point.
So yeah,
The spam related stuff. What's the more proper way is making like a list or something, an email list. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I looked it, but I didn't figure out there's like Google has groups, but then you actually have to have a Google like account, Gmail. It doesn't work for people that don't have Gmails.
Yeah. No, I don't know about these things now. You can set up your own email lists and stuff, but you have to be careful with what kind of web server you're running it on, so that it is like recognized as a safe and legitimate email sender. Otherwise, these emails will be blocked, and stuff like that. So it takes a little bit more kind of research to do an email list on your own. Otherwise, you can just buy the service also, and then it's not a problem, I suppose. But then you have to pay a bit of money for it. But I don't have all the answers regarding that now.
Okay, sounds like there might not be a free version, but anyway, we could solve it by doing this blind carbon copy, and then it would be good to state it at the top then that it's emailed to kind of all the owners, and you're getting it like this without the list, so there won't be, I don't know, or won't be long thread or something.
Yeah, it's like we can just write like, this email is not intended as a discussion thread. Please join the meetings to forward your ideas.
Okay, do you think that should be like the first thing, or where should we put that?
I'm not sure.
Maybe after, like, okay, over the past weeks.
I think it should be the first thing.
Like even before this. Yes, it's kind of harsh to start it that way, but
Yeah, I think so too. But
after this part, please join the meetings, and then kind of, I don't know, that's probably, there's a better way to word it.
yeah, to voice, please join the meetings to voice your opinions.
Yeah, we can also say like we're trying to avoid any like thread fatigue, or like having what do you call those, like these tiring discussions, like if you have concerns, like save us time, save everyone energy, just like come join the discussions, or write in the Telegram group.
Yes, I think this is, yeah.
Like we're just updating what we're doing anyways. Like we're not looking for anything in particular. Like it's not ready yet. So like if you want to participate, join the meetings, help with progress, like then you're free to do that, of course. But this email, this is why it's going to be BCC, like as Rob's suggesting.
Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking basically, I don't know if it makes sense maybe to put it either twice or maybe just at the top. So,
No, but it can be twice, and it can be
okay.
at the very bottom also, so it can be thrice.
Okay.
Like that's
Okay.
fine.
So 2 times, basically, we're just showing like this email's not intended. We're trying to avoid thread fatigue of chain email responses. And then kind of say the recording link, this, and then clarifying current situation. Actually, it's even more than 6 years, I think. At least been 7 years. But let's see. Could also put since the bylaws.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty content with this email. I think we polished it off pretty well. Oh yeah, one more thing. So is it still a hybrid approach? Should we go into more details or kind of just leave it as is here?
I think maybe leave it like that.
Okay.
And that
Yeah.
video, the sociocracy, if
Mhm.
you don't know what sociocracy is, was that video really clear in describing it?
I haven't really watched it, to be honest, fully. I just only got a chance to see a little bit and then I kind of forgot about it. But it is all still kind of a work in progress somewhere. It says, where does it say it? Or I thought it did. Maybe here? No. I thought it says it's, oh yeah, no. I thought it said that it's a work in progress. Maybe we should put that back in. Because we're not totally even finished with the with making the quiz for it, which it won't take very long, but yeah, have to watch it. But I like this. Maybe this should even be like bolded. Good enough to try, safe enough to proceed. Okay, any other thoughts? So yeah, I don't know. Did maybe Stefan, did you get a chance to see this video that I found, or?
No, I haven't watched it. I watched a different video that I could share here, and you can compare them and choose which one
Okay.
you prefer.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing to have two videos there, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless they're like a 4 hours long, then it doesn't work.
No.
But
Well, unfortunately, the NVC one is like 3 hours, but
yeah, I was like, oh, I'm so happy. I have watched all this already before, but I will be happy to watch it again. But it felt a little bit like 3 hours.
yeah. Maybe we could find shorter, but that one's a classic.
Yeah, maybe one can find like a video with that is like a good introduction and explanation,
Mhm.
and not this like a long full day workshop kind of.
Yeah, that is what it is actually.
Yeah.
The workshop. Okay. So yeah, sounds like is there any thoughts? Who do you have? Randy, Nick, Stefan?
Can we see that? This thing here, that graph, please.
Oh yeah, so I added what you said, the public image and communications. That's what it added on its own with a little microphone or megaphone type of thing. I asked it to like make these equal, but it kind of didn't. But anyway, it's good enough. Safe enough.
I think we can remove the conflict resolution from the members because that's in the shared decisions anyways.
Oh, interesting. Well, I think here it says serious cases, so maybe this means like for simple conflicts that we do like daily life stuff, whereas we're not gonna bother with owners about some simple, like, oh, he took my banana, or I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like a conflict resolution light kind of, and then the serious cases. Yeah, I think that's good.
Under this saying, good enough to try, safe enough to proceed, I think this is quite nice, quite clear, and
yeah.
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 I was wondering, I guess trial members, that would be good. That way it's like members and trial. Anyway, we didn't even get to discussing that yet, because I think, once we get past this, then we can sort of like see, well, if it's really only just us, that's okay, but it's nice to have Randy join.
Yes, I was just about to ask, are you do you have opportunity to talk, Randy?
Was Rob asking me something? Because it cut out like halfway.
Yeah, sorry. No, I was just asking if you have like the ability to talk there, if you're kind of following this on the side a little bit, or if you have you looked at any of these proposals, the other documents and stuff, or uh,
Yeah, I'm just kind of getting all caught up with you guys now, taking it all in.
okay. So what do you think about it so far?
Yeah, I think it was a good idea you like mentioned to not be able to reply all in emails, just to kind of get the ball rolling at least.
Very nice.
Now that you have joined in a little bit, like the last time or whatever, and here, and do you feel like you know enough about it and kind of and are in on it that you since you're here now also, would you like, because your name was not written up like that, we have been in these meetings and stuff, but now you have been also, so if you would like to be included there.
No, it's fine. You keep it how it is, definitely.
All right.
Well, then it's pretty much complete. Oh, Randy was going to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I was only going to say when we used to do emails, even though they would sometimes like become long threads, I did like the email communications for some reason better than Telegram, because it seemed like it was more to the point, you know, and directly to the people who needed the information.
I agree compared to writing on Telegram, definitely.
Yeah,
But
because
when
the Telegram, I mean, there's so much, right, with all the sub channels and everything.
exactly, so all these sub channels, you can't even keep track of where it is, and then it disappears in the past, you know, scrolling down the list of messages. But that's also why it's a bit like that, of course, with the emails also, but it's just so much with the emails and all the quotes and stuff, kind of it becomes crazy. But that's also why I like this about, if you want to make your voice heard, sure, you can write a message, you know, on Telegram or whatever to voice your opinion there, but show up at these meetings, or at least message one of the people who are in the meeting so that they can voice your opinion for you or something like that, you know. So
Are there
and
are there other people who are, I mean, realistically, are there other people at Fruithaven who are even interested in these kinds of things, or you know, is excitement sort of dying out? I mean, what is the general consensus?
I mean,
I don't
the
know if
people
I'm
that you mean like the people that are actually living here, or just in general the owners, or
Yeah, I mean, so like, I mean, there's you guys that are always showing up. Like who else? Like who else is still left around who's kind of integral members of the community now?
yeah, I guess we talked about it a little bit last time. So who was it? Yeah, like Tim joined at one point the call, but then Nick, I think he said he reached out to him and he wasn't interested in it. Who else? Oh, there was Mike Young. He wanted to join. You might have seen his response to the thread last time, but then I tried again. I said, well, do you want to join? And then he said, yeah, just remind me. And then I reminded him in the morning, but then he didn't see the email until the next day. So I thought I would email him before, but I kind of forget to do that. I guess I need to email him on Wednesday, but I don't know. I think he might be like traveling a lot. I'm not sure why he's not able to kind of keep track of. So yeah, that's basically it. Was there someone? Oh yeah, there was also FH7 owner. What was his name again? Rob.
Carl Johan. Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, he's busy, you know, and just like with Mike and Denise, they always seem to have projects and you know, traveling around and stuff. So I I I understand that they might not be showing up, but I think that this is a kind of special interest thing. Even if people are interested in Fruit Haven and having like a good governance and system for that, is far from everybody who is going to be interested in kind of putting their head into creating something like this together. So who like we can only encourage everybody to join in this process, and then when we have something that is more complete, then we can propose it and see if people think that, yeah, but this might be a good way to kind of organize the community, and then hope that people want to join then. But some people will always be like, yeah, but we just want to not do any of this bullshit, and we just want to farm our land, you know. And that's okay. But I mean, they are members of a community. They did buy into a community. So if they have any interest in kind of managing that, of course, they don't have to be like a full members with all the daily life and stuff, but at least be engaged enough to kind of vote or make their voice heard when it comes to infrastructure decisions or maintenance, you know, things that directly um, affect them as owners. So that doesn't necessarily mean they want to be like a all in on the community part. But yeah, so the hope is that we will be able to create something that can help Fruit Haven organize in a smooth and easy way. But setting this system up is not so smooth and easy. That takes a lot of work. So not everybody's going to be into that, definitely. Yeah, that was a bit of a long line, but I'm done.
Nice, well said. How are the feelings? We look like pretty much ready to send it out at this point.
I think so, yes. Maybe we can go through it, if you can like scroll through it and skim through it a bit and talk through it and see if there is anything that we want to comment on.
Oh, we
Oh,
got
we have
somebody
a
joining.
Simon joining us. Okay, as Simon was joining and then dropping out, is he an owner or just someone who's in the Telegram group?
Yeah, I was trying to see who it is. I think it's just one guy that visited a while back. He might have visited a couple times. I don't know if Nick met him or not. I think he was German.
Simon. Remind me more. Rings a bell, but not really.
I guess in the Telegram he has a little picture that kind of. But yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter because we're on the public group, so we have many people in this group. So 109 members now.
Maybe we can go through the email real quick. I have to log off now, basically. But if we can see if we are happy with this, or if we want to change
So
something.
How do you want me to do? Yeah, I'm scrolling. How do you want me to read it? Does someone else want maybe read it? And
No, but if you scroll through it and comment and read it, maybe not word by word, but kind of, yeah, go through it a bit. And yeah, so if you scroll up again to this transitional membership thing, in the order of this, because if you scroll up a little bit more, there's like the current situation, and this infographic is basically the current situation, right? And also what will be in the future, I suppose. Or am I incorrect?
so I think the current situation is just trying to make a point that, like, while this structure exists, if any members formally completed, so basically, like, nobody is a member, but there's like many trustees. I think this is the only point. The transitional, yeah. So this infographic could go maybe possibly higher, but I think that
There, yes, there,
maybe
like between these two, right there, yes. Yeah, I think that it kind of makes more logical sense and reduces the risk of misunderstandings.
Okay, so you're thinking to move it like above the current situation part?
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
Hey, when you guys are done with this part of the meeting,
Did you say that you wanted to ask a question?
yeah, I mean it's not related to this necessarily. So just when you guys are done, I'd like to ask before we disband.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is good, Boris. This makes more sense in the flow and kind of what follows.
Yeah, I think it's good to have the image kind of capture attention a little bit earlier, because it's like you have this and then simple
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, okay. And then after that, it's a current situation, sort of like presenting what it is, sort of a problem, and then solution. Yeah.
Hello there.
He's got something to say too. Yeah. I think you can go ahead, Randy. I think we're pretty good on this, unless there's any other points to talk about.
I just want to say I feel happy about this email as it is now. Anybody else has any like objections, or do you think this is good enough to send out?
I think it's more than perfect.
Yes.
We discussed a lot about it, and I think 80% is always good enough, and I think we passed it already far.
Yeah.
But we're at 99% currently, I feel. so I think it's really good.
I agree, and to me, 99%. That is good. That is very good. So Perfect. Yeah.
Definitely second. I'm happy with this. To send it out, I think it's good. And the suggestion to make it blind carbon copies reasonable, even though we're kind of maybe forcing people to use Telegram, but that's just the new way we communicate, which I guess it's somewhat better organized, or yeah, I don't know. I think
Yeah.
it is nice once you figure out all these like multi topics inside the group. But anyway, yeah, so it's good. Any thoughts? Maybe Nick was the last really to give us the thoughts.
Like I like it. I mean, like this is all we're really doing is just sending an update. So like the work continues after this. So I mean, I hope there isn't too much I mean expectations from this, because I mean I really doubt that there's gonna be any different. Like we're still gonna be like we're still gonna continue going with what we're doing, and I think like our next step is to go into the roles, which is where we would actually need people's like other owners' inputs. So that's what I'm looking for. But not to be discouraging or anything, I really like this email. I like it as an update. It was also really good for us to do so that we can see where we at. Like it helps us understand things a lot more. So yeah, this is what I think. Thank you.
100%, Nick. Also, I want to say, if any discussions arise in the Telegram groups or emails you get or whatever, just tell people that this is great input. Your opinions are valued and important. Join the meeting, or at least ask someone to represent you in a meeting and forward them, like, so that we you know, like, that is the forum to get things done.
If I could now add my question.
Sure. Maybe we should stop the meeting like formally and stop the recording, or
Well,
Mm,
unless
I mean,
he
it
wants
kind
it
of
part
has.
of the meeting. Yeah.
okay.
It kind of has to do with the email. So my thought is that it's been quite a while since there's been a formal email sent out to the owners, and I figured if you guys are putting so much work into getting this together, perhaps it could also benefit to just add a bit more off topic in the email, just to give a little bit more for everybody. And so my question was, have you all been discussing what are some more goals for Fruit Haven in the future? I mean, tangible goals like certain road maintenance or et cetera, et cetera. What are, have you discussed budget topics and things we want to achieve? Might be an interesting side note to put in the email down at the bottom, like, hey, like a morale booster, like here's some things we want to come together for. And, so yeah, just curious if you've been discussing any other goals.
We have only been discussing this, the Arcos and the kind of governance system of this, but yes, I think that is good points. Maybe we can do something like that also at the bottom. What do you guys think?
Yeah, because I mean, like for me personally, just the way Fruit Haven has gone over the years now, it would be exciting for me to hear some light on the sun on the horizon, like some lightheartedness, something fun to look forward to, something to work towards.
I personally think it's a very good idea, but I would suggest the option to send a separate email about that. So to have it packaged. This is this, and this is what we're going to do in the future. Yeah, that would be my idea.
Are there any particular goals, that you guys have been discussing other than this that we want to achieve in the next year or two?
So yeah, we are just in the beginning of applying Arcos, which is the framework I developed, and there's a lot more we could define. So next, I would suggest that we go and look into invariants. So that's defining sentences, things that should never ever change. That's, I think, very important. It's also going to be a bit difficult, and it will require some time, but it's not much. So from what's written down, it's not so much. And then after that, looking now at the Miro board, I have on the list enforceable accountability. So resolution pathways, if there are problems within the community, how to resolve conflict, also how to repair things. I mean, not technologically, but relationship-wise. Then also the next thing would be governed change and learning. So basically, how do we evolve everything we're writing down now? How do we version everything? How do we make it transparent? How do we run experiments also? And how do we capture what we learn and feedback? And then another thing that is on the list, the last thing for now, is the fragmentation of Fruithaven. So we're creating now this set of definitions that, yeah, we don't really know at the moment to what it actually applies. So because of the fragmentation, so there's Fruithaven 1, 2, 3, and so on. So who are we defining this for? Yeah, that would be another important thing we can define. And there are many more things that we could do. And but after doing these, which I think are at the moment the most important and critical ones, after that we need to sit down and check what are the next things that are most important. So that we go down a pathway that makes sense to everyone instead of just just going one like an order that doesn't really align. So there are also many things that don't have to be 100% defined, and maybe they don't really make a lot of sense at the moment. So prioritization would be important after that. So, but that's roughly what I have in mind.
So I'm more curious about tangible things that we can do on the land together, like if there's any discussion recently amongst the owners about projects like walking labyrinths, botanical gardens, workout areas, like actual projects that we can do together. Is there any discussion?
Like an example, the roads is like one of the biggest priorities, and it's something that we use daily, right? So it's like affects our quality of living here and affect the quality of living for visitors, or anytime we want to do construction or bring materials. So this is something that I've made a call out for people to contribute when I did the road work, and I had maybe 3 people that contributed $50, and the cost was like, it was like over 10 hours of excavator work at $60 an hour. So this is something that affects the infrastructure, and I would, I would have appreciated people to engage in that, but there wasn't much engagement. Water systems, it's something else that, that needs attention. Like, for example, some lots, they have shared pipelines running through, and sometimes they burst due to pressure fluctuations or whatever the reason, and then that floods the road as well, and it creates trenches through the middle of the road. This is another thing that needs maintenance. So the reason we're doing this right now is we're trying to kind of go through our documentation, make definitions so that everyone is clear on the responsibilities, and to create participation and to create like engagement and tangible things, they're just it's there. We have a topic called time bank. It used to be called proof of work. So it's, I don't know, it could be organized better. It could be, people's attention is required there, and we're doing these meetings, and like I really appreciate you joining and voicing this. And if you want to make a proposal for something, like I'm down to help. It's hard to take the things on individually, but if there are several heads working in this, I'm for sure down to go ahead with that. So if you have something in mind, please share.
I think it's okay, sorry. Yeah, I wanted to add that I think it's a great idea by Randy and all these things. Maybe we can just add at the end of the email that just a few lines, some comments that this is the renewed and ongoing work now to simplify the governance and management of all of Fruithaven, and we are looking forward to improving the roads and getting a flow of volunteers and people again at Fruithaven, and kind of restarting activities, and I mean, maybe there are a few more things to mention, improve the water systems, things like that. What do you guys say about adding that to the end of the email, just as a little bit of a pep talk that, yeah, this is not just some blah, 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 endless going on, we want to do something tangible also.
Yeah, I mean, because for me, at first glance, the email comes across as very robotic and sort of lacking, I think, what it'll take to raise morale for people, to get them more interested. I think a lot of owners might see the email and just completely ignore it, to be honest.
I mean, that's fine, because this is not like really a call out for anything. This is really just like an update of where we are. Like, as I mentioned previously, we haven't gotten to the part where we actually need people's input. Like the roles is where people can take on projects and suggestions and teamwork and activities. This is where we would need the people to input. So, I mean, I was actually preferring to for us to do the roles part before sending out an email. But I mean, I don't mind either or, like we're sending an update and then sending a call out next time, or waiting until we define the roles and then sending an email with a call out.
From what I remember, Stefan, I think we got the roles to kind of like just a passable stage. That can you confirm that, Stefan?
Yes, I confirm. They look pretty good. And also there, nothing needs to be 100% perfect at the moment. It's good that we have a very good 80% base and something that we can work on and make changes in the future. And I think we're there.
But yeah, it could be a good idea to put like a little sentence, maybe to sound, I don't know, more optimistic, like why we're doing this or something like this. Like we want to improve the place, have more, volunteers and action and stuff like that. So let's see what we could do.
Okay.
I just want to mention quickly before I forget also. So the store we opened here in town is open and operating. The restaurant part will be open soon. And there's definitely an opportunity to purchase fruits from Fruithaven to try to get some money coming into the community. So especially cacao, we would love. If there's some other things that are easily transportable, we're open to all suggestions, but we definitely have an outlet to help you sell.
That's pretty cool. I think the only fruit that would make sense to send would be like a jackfruit. I'm not sure if anything else has like a shelf life. Maybe the long guns, the Matoas that we have at the FH2. You actually have some Matoa trees on your lot, Randy. They're actually fruiting right now too.
Is the cacao not very good on the counter for like a week or two?
Right. The cacao as well is good, and Kupasao, I think.
You mean the cacao fruit? That doesn't last very long, but if you have the cacao, fermented dried, the chocolate, then yeah, that you can have. Bananas, I don't know if that's really interesting, but there's like different varieties that we have, like Namwa, that are pretty rare, and locals don't even know them, don't know how to eat them, don't want to eat them, but maybe people in Vilcabamba would like them, would like to try them, because you can have them ripe and ready, and you can show them how to eat it.
Yeah, I've got no shortage of bananas here, but definitely interesting cacao and cuckoo. Is it cuckoo? That's its cousin. If they're able to be left at room temperature for like 2 weeks even, definitely would buy a ton of them from you.
Cacao would last a week for sure. But you have Namwa bananas, because that one is special. It's like a blue banana almost.
Yeah, I've got many varieties, including the Namwa.
Oh yeah, there's Bacao as well, or they call it like Jaguar cacao. But anyway, this is off topic of this, so maybe I should close out this recording.
Can I just say, so maybe we hold off on sending the email, and next meeting on Sunday, we go through what we want to add at the bottom and give it some flair and pep talk. And then I would be happy with that, I think.
Yeah, I just think some bit of lightness, like you said, pep talk, some kind of morale booster would be nice, whatever it may be.
What do you think of a sentence like this, maybe at the top of the email, for example? If you can see the screen, so should I read it out?
I think I would like to get some more thought. Is it okay if we do this on Sunday?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Did Randy have something to say?
Yeah, I think I was just going to say, like, even just something simple, like maybe just a few update photos from the community, projects that even individual owners have been working on, just something lighthearted.
I think sometimes people do post that in the groups, so maybe we can encourage people to go and check out the groups. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, like, for me, it's definitely easier to receive emails than the groups. And I know Dana's the same way. I'm sure there's probably other owners too.
Yeah, and I think it's good to have that in this email to associate with this, instead of just sending people to a group where they never go and read through all the
Yeah, just to keep it simple.
yeah,
Just a little, just some warmness.
I'm adding this particular suggestion here, so this is what we'll work on Sunday, I suppose. Yeah.
but I would like to let's work on it on Sunday. Okay. All right, guys. I wish you a very nice day and nice weekend, and see you on Sunday, hopefully.
See you, Rob.
Likewise.
Yeah, thank you all. I just quick info. I won't be joining on Sunday, but I wish you all the best, and I hope you will make really good progress. I will be on a meditation retreat, so I cannot join. But see you Thursday again. Looking
Thank you,
forward to
Stefan.
that.
Thanks a lot for everything, and enjoy your retreat.
Thank you. You're most welcome. Thank you too.
Enjoy
Bye-bye.
the retreat. Ciao.
Ciao.